Okay, Andy, let's start by looking back at the loss against Henley. Despite the loss, you must be a bit happier than you were the week before.
Yeah, I think everybody is happier, coaches and players, and hopefully those supporters that have watched both games will feel that on Saturday the boys were prepared to put their bodies on the line and defend as well as they could. Now there's still room for improvement because we didn't win, but we worked on them during the week, and to their credit, they improved immensely, and it was good to see lots of good tackles going in and Ben West particularly having an outstanding game, the youngest player in the team, leading from the front, and that sort of inspires everybody. So, yeah, we're a lot happier, but we do realise that we didn't win, and we need to get our feet back on the ground and look for that first win.
Okay, so do you feel a win is just around the corner?
Yeah, I always feel that a win's just round the corner. Obviously, we're going to Lydney this week, and they're also without a point. So, only 2 games in, and it's difficult to say that the division is starting to take shape because, from our point of view, it ought not to be because we're at the bottom of it. But there's another side that clearly want to win, and we feel that we can go down there and get a result, particularly if we make the same improvements as we did the week before. Now, to expect to knock 40 points off every week means that we're going to be winning by 120 in about 5 games' time. So clearly, improvement's not going to happen quite that way. But if we can perform like we did, then we feel that we can give Saturday a good shot.
Okay, did we pick up any injuries?
Yeah, we're sort of waiting for tonight to get some up to date. Laurent hurt his finger. We're not sure whether it's broken. He's been typically, I'm not sure whether it's typically French, it's certainly typically a rugby player, and got into denial. And if it's, he haven't got an x-ray to show that it's broken, as far as he's concerned, it's not broken. But I've had a word with him today, and I've got his word that in training tonight, if it is not good, then he will say so, and we will then make the necessary changes. But he's hurt his finger. Lloyd hurt his shoulder, but he trained a little bit on Tuesday, so hopefully that's going to be better. Robbie Arthur's hamstring that he hurt 2 weeks ago has recovered, and he'll train tonight. Matt Oliver, unfortunately, hurt his shoulder early on in the game, so where Robbie comes in, Matt steps out. Other than that, I think we're all fit.
Okay, excellent. So what's the team for Saturday?
Team for Saturday at the moment is that we will start with Robbie Arthur at loosehead, Ali Widdop at hooker, and Tom Fiddler at tight head, with Andy Cannock and Ben West in the second row. Back row will be the same as Saturday, with Greg Price at 6, Chris Thompson at 7, and Liam Perkins at 8. Jack Avery at 9, Lloyd Cole at 10, and in the centre, Laurent at 12 and Steve Datchler at 13. And the wings will be Ian Herriott and Carl Buttle. Unfortunately, Carl was away last week, so he wasn't playing, but now comes into the team. And Jamie Mongo, who had a good game last week, isn't available, so it's just a straight swap for those two. And Martin Freeman at full-back, and it was good to see Martin on the score sheet last week. Tom Bax, who had, some would say, a torrid time when he came on. But from my point of view, he stuck at it and he just went on and on and on, and that's not easy when you're under the cosh. Tom Sanders, who came on and did a good job, and then Jack Sawbridge on the bench again with Will Clark and Andy Gale. Now, if Laurent doesn't make fitness, then we'll move Ian back into the centre, put Andy Gale on the wing, and probably bring Dave Wells onto the bench. So we've got all those eventualities covered already.
Okay, good luck for Saturday then. Okay, Blues TV is here with Tom Fiddler, stalwart of the Newbury front row and also community sports coach. Tom, can you tell us a bit about what being a community sports coach involves?
Basically, day to day, we go into different schools in and around Berkshire, in Reading. We basically teach tag rugby to children, all age groups from years 1 right through to years 10.
Okay.
And it can be challenging at times. We've got a couple of I'm personally in charge. Me and Freeze are both in charge of the PRUs and helping out with those, the pupil referral units, and they can be quite challenging at times, but it's rewarding, certainly rewarding.
So what do you think the pupils get out of it?
First of all, is exercise. Obviously, that's the main thing. You want to get them running about and enjoying it as much as they can do. But majority of the time, I'd say is probably just exercise and moving about and enjoying it. We start like I'm not sure about Freeze, but with my schools, I've started off right from the beginning because I've got the majority of young kids, and start off right at the beginning and try and build up. So by the end of my time with them, they can all understand the game of rugby or tag rugby and at least be able to partake in a game. So that's the main aspect of it. That's what I try to achieve.
So is it boys and girls or just boys?
Both mixed classes, yeah.
Okay. And do you notice any particular enthusiasm? Are the boys more enthusiastic than the girls, or does it not differ?
To be fair, sometimes it's a bit different. You can get a couple of students which don't want to do it at all, and then you get some which are mad keen, but it's pretty standard throughout the schools.
Okay. So have you yourself had to learn any new skills in order to do this role?
Patience. Patience being the main one, yeah. There's you've got it. Something I'm not that great with is encouragement for little things which I take for granted. So a backwards pass, because it's second nature to me. When they do it, you've got to go nuts and start rewarding them and praising them. So that's the one thing I'd say I've got to pick up on. And also, I've got to use my memory a bit more because I'm useless with names. And
do they wear badges?
Yeah, a lot of kids are being called Dave when they're not even Dave.
Okay. But you'll learn their names by
the end of the year.
By
the end of the year, of course I will, yeah. It's just taken a while because of a struggle with names.
Okay, so you're enjoying it so far?
Yeah, definitely. It's been really good.
Okay. If I can just ask you a question then about this season. Obviously, we had a better performance against Henley last weekend, which I know Andy's pleased about, and I'm sure the players are as well. And we've got Lydney on Saturday. How are you feeling about that?
Positive, certainly positive. The first game was a bit of a shock. I really didn't expect that to happen. I couldn't even tell you why that did happen, but it's happened. We've learned from it. We've moved on from it. And last week was a step in the right direction, I think. Well, I know it was a good performance, but it's not a full performance yet. We know that there's still, we'd say that was about 80%. We know there's still another 20% to come. So hopefully against Lydney, which will be a different style of phased gameplay, which Henley tried to bring to us. They tried to attack from everywhere. But Lydney will be more confrontational, more up front, and big, horrible Forester Dean side. So
okay. So we're looking forward to it?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. So good luck for Saturday, Tom.
Thank you very much.